27 refugees were rescued at sea by the Carnival Paradise. Let's chat about it. Hey, what's going on, Adventure Fam? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. We had a blessed weekend here in Arizona, but it was hot. And before I tell you about it, I want you to take the next 10 seconds to subscribe to the channel. If you're not part of the Adventure Fam, we want you to be a part of the Adventure Fam. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, and drop a like for this video if you love receiving the news updates. Now look, it was hot this weekend. We had our first 100-day temperature day here in Arizona yesterday, and look, it's to be expected around this time of year. When you live in the devil's armpit, the time comes around April where it just gets hot, and then we will just be scorching hot until about the end of October. It is just one of those things where you have to get used to it over the first few days, and then you kind of just get acclimated and get into it. But boy, whew, it was hot working outside yesterday, but it was good. It was a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend. And look, I want to jump into the quick story of the day, which is that the Carnival Paradise has rescued 27 refugees who were floating adrift in the sea. Yes, you heard that correct. Another refugee boat rescued by a cruise ship. So on April 21st, the Carnival Paradise was spending their very first full day at sea when they saw 27 Cuban refugees on board a boat adrift at sea. Now again, this happened on April 21st around 2:30 p.m. when the Carnival Paradise was, at their first full day at sea. They saw the craft, the wooden craft. It was a small wooden boat, not in very good condition. It looked like it had a makeshift sail. It was overcrowded, didn't have enough supplies for them to adequately make it to where they were going and such. The Carnival Paradise rendered aid so they can bring them on board and give them the emergency care that they needed before contacting those authorities. Now, once on board, the refugees were given medical care, they were given food, they were given water, and look, the United States Coast Guard Sector Key West, as well as the Roatan, Honduras authorities were contacted, and at the appropriate time, the Carnival Paradise would turn over the refugees to those officials. Now, because this happened on a full day at sea, it didn't really impact their vacation or delay them anymore from getting to their port. They were able to speed up later in the day to get to Roatan on time. Now, of course, anytime something like this happens, you're going to have people that are making statements about all kinds of different things. It's no different for this. When John Heald went on social media just to let everybody know that the Carnival Paradise had done this, there was people that applauded the efforts. There was people that didn't applaud the efforts. There were some people that said you should have left them out at sea. They knew what they were doing. They got themselves in that situation. There's some people saying the safety and security of the guests, the paying guests, should come first. So John Heald did address a few of these things. Now, when it comes to the safety and security of the guests, he made it very clear that when they rescue a refugee boat or anything similar to this, those individuals are taken to the medical quarters and they are allowed access to one small section of the crew area, but they are always under constant supervision of the ship's security. They are never allowed in any guest area. Guests won't even see them. It's almost as if they're not there, essentially, until the authorities like the Coast Guard or another official authority can come and take those refugees off the cruise ship's hands, right? There's a transport aspect to that. So safety and security, he says, is number one in all of their minds when it comes to the guest safety of those on the ship. And so they are only able to access certain areas of the ship, and they're always under constant supervision of security. Now, the other aspect that he brought up is for those that were saying, just leave them out at sea, right? There is a maritime law that says any ship that's in distress, right? There's a ship that, if you're a vessel that's close enough, you have to render aid. You can't just leave them out there. That's maritime law. And he took it a step further and basically said, look, imagine you're the captain, put yourself in the shoes. You see women, you see children, you see men waving their hands, screaming, help, waving a white flag, essentially. Their boat's about to break down. You know they're not going to last much longer out in the sea. What do you do in your heart? Do you help them, or do you just say, you know what, forget them, just leave them? And so that's kind of what he was saying is, we're always going to do the right thing is what he said. And so, but again, there is a maritime law that says you have to render aid. Let me know your thoughts in your comments below. Hope you guys are having a blessed Monday, and it's an amazing Monday for you. I know the week just started, but go out there and have a positive attitude. We love you guys. Thanks for the support. We really appreciate it. And again, if you're not part of the Adventure Fam, drop a like on this video, subscribe, and turn those notification bells on. We love you. Have a great day. Peace.